Welcome to the day 5 of this our intensive class. Welcome to the day 5 of this our training. This is actually the part 2 of the day 5 of this our intensive 7 days intensive class. So what we are going to discuss in the part 2 is all about trading plans, how to plan your trade, how to strategize your trade. Remember that in the first part we've discussed about 3 things you need as you start your crypto journey. That number 1 you need is knowledge. You need to keep learning. Number 2 is you need time for your trading, while number 3 is you need funds for your trading. That is actually the 3 things we discussed. Then how then do you plan your trade? How do you plan your trade so that you can become a successful trader? Remember that if you don't plan yourself, the market will plan it for you. Yes, if you don't plan yourself when trading, the market is there to plan it for you. The market is ready to swallow your money with a twinkle of an eye. So it's better you plan yourself or plan your trade. So what are some of the things you need to do when planning your trade, or how to plan your trade? So number 1 is that you need to decide now how much you want to start trading with. How much do you want to start trading with? Is it $100 as a beginner? Is it $50? Is it $10? Is it $1,000? Is it $10,000? Decide how much you want to start trading with. But before you decide the bigger amount you want to start trading with, make sure that you have school fees. Like I mentioned in the previous class, that you need to have a school fees, which is the money for learning. After you have learned, mastered the game, you now need to decide on how much you want to start trading with. It is very, very important. If it is $100 and you want to start trading with, very good and nice. If it's $50, okay. If it's $1,000, very fantastic. Then another thing you need to decide is how much do I want to be making with this my $100 every month, every year, every week, every day. So you need to decide. You need to set a goal with that your money. Say, how much do I need to make in a year? You now divide it by how much you need to be making in a month to make that money in a year. Then you also need to divide it or split it to how much you need to be making in a week to make it in a month. Then you now decide how much you need to be making in a day to make that in a week. So it is very, very important you set goals for what you actually want in a week, in a month, in a day, in a year. It's very, very important you set both short-term goals and long-term goals. It's very, very important you set these things. Very, very important. Set long-term goals and short-term goals. You know, if you don't have a goal, you'll be beating around the bush. If you don't have a target, you just be going helter-skelter, just like normal traders do. They lose today, they win today, or today they lose tomorrow, they lose, they are winning, all those kind of things. But if you have target and plan and strategize very well, plan yourself very well, you will become a successful trader. So one thing that will help you is set a target for a week. For example, if you are trading with $100, can you decide that within 30 days I want to double this my money? I want to double this my money. So if I want to double this my money, how much do I need to be making in a day? Okay, in a week to double this my money. So in a week, for you to double $100, that means you should be making, if you are making $25 in a week, profit in a week, $25, that's $50 in 2 weeks. 4 weeks, you'll be making $100, 100%. So if you divide your $25 by 7, how much do you need to be making every day? So you need to know how much you need to be making every day so that you can reach that your target. That is how to plan yourself. That is how to strategize it. And when you have a target and you know that you really need this money, you run like a madman until you get it. So there are some strategies that you can develop that will help you to make this money without stress, without too much struggling while trading. So it's very, very important. So like I said earlier, you need to divide your goal and set rules for yourself. This is another important thing. That you need to set rules for yourself. Set rules and stick to it. Follow your rules, obey your rules and regulation. Look at what I should do. Look at what I should not do if I'm trading. Okay, let me show you one of the rules, or give you an example of the rules you can set. See, if anytime I miss my entry point, I will never enter the trade. You can set it as a rule. You can set a rule that, okay, every week or every day I trade, I need to be making just 10% of whatever amount I'm using to trade. That is a rule. You can set it for yourself. You can also decide that my rule is that out of this my $100 that I want to start with, or out of this my $1,000, I will only trade with the 5% of it. That is a rule that you can set for yourself. So set rules for yourself and stick to those rules is very, very important. That will help you to become a successful trader. But if you don't have a rule that is guiding you, you will become lawless. You just be acting anyhow. Then you start losing your money in trading. So set rules, set targets for yourself and stick to it. If you do that, I am guaranteeing you you'll be successful in trading. Sometimes those rules might not work at the initial time, but stick to it, stay consistent with it, it will eventually start falling in place. If you follow them, things will eventually start falling in place. That is it. This is my personal experience that I'm telling you. So set rules for yourself and stick to those rules. Then you also need to calculate how much you need to expose as you start your trading. Let's assume you're home and abroad. All the money you have in crypto is just $100. The reason why I'm using $100 is that for some people that is only what they have home and abroad, while some people have $1,000. So this illustration I'm using, you can use it to you can actually do it with any amount of money, regardless of any amount of money you have, because I'll be talking it in percentage. So let's assume what you have is only $100 or $1,000. That is your home and abroad in crypto. The best recommendation I will give you is that out of that your $1,000, 80%, if it is only $100, 80% should be on long-term trading. 80% should be on long-term trading, while 20% should be on your future wallet. 20% should be on your future wallet. And out of that your 20%, if it is $1,000, you now have $200 in your future wallet. While if it is $100 that you have, you'll be having like $20 in your future wallet. Out of that your $20 or out of that your $200, trade only with 10%, expose only 10% in the market, and see how it goes. While you keep the 80% to back it up. 90% to back it up. If you trade only with 10%, use the remaining 90% to back it up if things go wrong. But if that is not the strategy you want to use, you use stop loss, you expose only 10%. By so doing, you are setting rules for yourself. You're also calculating your risk on amount to expose in the market. So it's very, very important to do that. So many traders today have actually gone home or gone to their village because they have this habit of using everything to trade at the same time. If they have $50, have $100, they'll just enter all the capital, all the amounts inside the market at once. That is not good. Or you see them using cross, exposing all their money inside the market at once. That is not a good strategy. It's never a good strategy. You also need to learn how to take profits. Very, very important. We'll talk more on that when we talk about mindset and all the rest. So you need to learn how to be taking profits. Very, very important. Learn how to take profits. Set targets. Okay, if I make 10%, I will close the trade. Stick to that your rules. If you make 10%, you go for that day. Tomorrow is another day. Other opportunities will come out. So you also need to be realistic about your profits. Don't set things that you know you can never achieve in your life. Set things that you know that is realistic, that you can achieve. Imagine setting that you want to make $1,000 with your $100 within 30 days. It is possible, but that will also expose you to more risk because that will warrant you to start using higher leverages to trade. So make your goals to be realistic, something that is realistic. Don't go and do something that is beyond your reach. That is it. So if you follow these things, these tips I'm giving you, eventually you become successful in trading. If you also want to join our team, we are raising successful traders. That is what we are doing. All of us are working as a team. We are building team of people that have the same mindset. So if you want to join us, it is free of charge, absolutely free of charge. but you have to undergo the training before you can be able to join. There are some tasks you'll be doing so that you keep staying in the community. So if you want to join, if you're interested, reach out to me with this number 081-0338-6043. 081-0338-6043. Chat me on WhatsApp. Let's keep in touch. I'll add you to the group, then also tell you the tasks you need to do for it to be added on the free crypto signal, on the free signal group. Not only signal that we are giving you, we're also giving you strategy on how to trade it. At least how to be making 100% in a month of your capital. Regardless of your capital you're using, the same strategy works for any capital you are using. Even if it's $1 million, forget it. If you follow the strategy, it works for all of them. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining this our class. If you love what we are doing, do well to share this video with your friends. Another important thing you need to do is comment. Tell us what you want to learn about crypto. We will do another video regarding that. Thank you so much for joining this class and for watching this video, and also for liking this video, and have a fantastic day.